This is Dean Bossy, and we are doing WoW. This makes the screen for GTA so much smaller. But at the same time, because it's smaller, the resolution's better.
I went to accept your invite, and it told me that the stream had been stopped. So I'm just gonna look it up on YouTube.
Well, that's disappointing, because I am 30 seconds in and nothing has stopped. But we are on the air. Hey now, how's it going, everybody? All 0 people watching us right now. That's cool. Just tell me when you're watching us, Brian.
I'm trying to pull it up on my phone. Nope.
No?
It's not showing up anywhere. Oh, here we go. Watching it, you're just kind of.
You're watching right now?
Yep.
Okay, alright. So I'm going to bring up my phone here. And we're going to go down to Legendary. Scroll over, and this is one of the new cars, the Tempesta. Tempesta. And it looks just like a Lamborghini Huracan. Or I guess it also kind of looks like the Murcielago, but $1.3 million, which is reasonable. That's not too bad. That is reasonable. Alright, now we're going to go over to the other one, which looks like a Jaguar XJK or XKJ, whatever it's called. Another supercar. $880,000 this one is. It looks kind of plain, but it is new. It's reasonably priced. I mean, it's nothing amazing. Dean, thank you, Jordan, for your support. So this is the Penetrator.
Dean is as ugly as he sounds, people.
And this is reasonable. I mean, these are 2 reasonable cars. Now we're going to go to Benny's. Because Benny's added some new stuff.
In Benny's?
Yes. I think there's 2 new things in Benny's. There is a motorcycle. The Principal Diabolus. I think that's how you say it. It's a bike that can be customized at Benny's for $169,000.
Not worth it.
I appreciate your ambush. Well, you don't know what it can do, Brian. I mean, it can do some crazy things, perhaps. And the other one is the free...
You're going to spend the $169 to get the bike, and then you're going to have to spend even more to make it into the custom version.
That looks nothing... Wait a minute. So this is the car before you upgrade it. This is the Nissan GTR, where it's supposed to be. The Ennis Iglagi RH8. It's the free game. So
yeah, you can get that car.
This is what it looks like, but this is what it looks like fully modded. I'm sorry, but that's not the same car. That's a different car. So if you buy the Ennis for free...
It changes it to be like an older version of it. That's weird.
Yeah. They literally... What they do is you take it to Benny's, they put this in the junkyard, and they give you an entirely new car. Alright, That's interesting. And those are the 2. Now, those are reasonable. A normal person can afford that. Now we're going to get into the stuff that nobody can afford unless you have a hacked account. First, we're going to go to the Ramp Buggy, which is $3.1 million.
Oh, yeah, there's stuff in Warstock.
This car is $3.1 million, Brian. Doesn't it look like it's worth it?
SecuroServe trade price? What's that?
That would be if you have a vehicle that you wish to trade that you steal. So in your warehouse, you can
Oh.
trade in one of your vehicles. It's still 2.4 million. Now we're going to go to the Phantom Wedge. Now this looks cool. This looks like something that's made for death. But $2.5 million, 1.9 if you have a trade-in. That's really expensive for a semi-truck that has a wedge on the front of it. I'm sorry, but it's true.
Yeah, these seem a little too expensive.
Now we're going to go to the technical. 1.1 if you trade in, 1.4 if you don't. This is a technical that can turn into a boat. It floats. You have a shitty
What?
pickup truck with a gun
That's
on
pretty
it,
cool, actually.
but it turns into a boat. It's cool, but
Is there
$1.4
anything else that
million.
can turn into a boat, or is this the only thing?
I'm getting there. The next is the Blazer Aqua, which can also turn into a boat. $1.7 million for an ATV that turns into a boat. 1.7 million.
I would buy that if I still have my modded account.
That's what I'm saying. Next, we're going to go to this. I don't know what it is, but it's $2.9 million. I mean, it looks like a postal truck that is just made... It looks like something that just came out of Syria. Let's just say that. I don't know how to explain it,
Holy shit!
but it's 2.9 million, and I'm sure it can cause a lot of destruction, but 2.9 million, that's the question. We're going to go to this, which is $658,000. That's reasonable. That is a reasonable price. Unfortunately, it is literally just a truck with a bed on the back of it and has no other purpose other than that. I mean, maybe
Can
you
you
can
put
haul
cars in
something
it?
with it. I hope to God you can. It seems like you can. Stick a few heavily armed friends in the back, and it's time for some good, wholesome fun. So it looks like you can actually put a vehicle on the back of this, which would be worth it.
That sounds like people, though. Heavily armed friends.
Yeah, but it looks like it has a winch. See this red thing right here? That
Yeah,
looks
yeah,
like
I
it can
see
hold
that,
a
but-
vehicle. So, I'm not going to
Definitely
buy
look
it,
up on YouTube
but
before buying it.
indeed. Next, we're going to go to this, which is $5.7 million. You heard me. $5.7 million. Now, evidently, it has missiles, it has a parachute,
Wait, what?
and it can also fly. But it is
That's worth it. That's worth it.
$5.7 million, Brian.
A car that can fly and shoot missiles and has a parachute?
$5.7 million?
Yes.
Okay, if you think that's worth it, listen. I am a common man. I have to earn my money. $5.7 million is going to
I'm gonna have
take
to
me.
earn my money if I go back on there and I
You
can
might,
sell everything.
but I'm just saying that's a lot of work. That is literally a month of game time to earn that much money.
No, it's not. When I did the heist thing and I got like 7 million or whatever. Oh wait,
Okay.
I still haven't done that thing.
Bullshit ass son of a
On the
bitch
new
got
account.
network errors.
Watch
Corey,
my live
do you
stream,
think it would
Corey.
be worth it for a car that can shoot missiles, fly, and has a parachute for 5.7 million? Because Dean doesn't think that's worth it.
Absolutely, I told you.
I never
earlier.
said it wasn't worth it. I'm just saying it's
That's
incredibly
exactly what you just
expensive.
said.
I said it's
Dean,
expensive.
when I said that car was worth 5.8 million, all you responded back with was LOL.
It's so expensive.
It's worth it.
It's expensive. You can't deny it's
Who doesn't want
expensive.
a car with a
Flies.
parachute?
You said it flies and shoots missiles.
Can you agree with me
Yeah,
that
the
it's
parachute.
expensive? Can you at least agree with me
Yeah,
that it's
but-
okay?
No shit, it's expensive, but it's worth it for what it is.
Think about what you could get for $6 million in this game. You could buy like
That car.
okay, but all right, fair enough. Next, we're going to go to the Rocket
Dean,
Voltic.
I'm gonna get that and I'm gonna shoot you out of your hydro with
Wait,
it.
are you live streaming, Dean?
I am. This car
the
has
car. Hold
a
on.
jet
Hold on.
rocket
Go
on the
back.
back of it. I will go back, Corey, don't worry.
Alright, these cars are actually really cool.
This has a jet rocket on the back of it, 3.8 million. That's actually interesting. But the other one is
flying
two.
with a parachute and
The other,
missiles.
but that's 2 more million.
yeah, but
That's a
worth
lot of money.
it. That thing's sick.
Okay, let's
Sell
break it
everything
down.
and buy it, Dean.
Hey, I'm not. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Honestly, you probably wouldn't have enough if you sold everything.
I mean, this Hydra
Does
is
it give you, like-
$3 million. The Hydra has given me so much pleasure, so much
That car will.
destruction.
When I have that car, it will, because I'm going to
This
shoot you out of
Hydra-
your Hydra with it.
Is $2 million, almost $3 million. It is $3 million less than that car.
Yeah, because that car would beat it in a...
All right, Corey, I'm gonna send you back. We're gonna go to Legendary. This is the Pegassi Tempesta. It kind of looks like a Lamborghini Murcielago, kind of like a Lamborghini Huracan.
Yeah, I can see
One,
that.
1.3 million. That's reasonable, right?
Yeah, I'd pay that.
Yep, I'm digging that too. I like that. The next one doesn't
looks
look
good.
great, but it's supposed to be a classic Jaguar XJK. $880,000. That's very reasonable. Very reasonable. I mean, it doesn't look amazing, but it is brand new, and it is supposed to be a classic version of a classic supercar. So that is what it is. Next, we're going to go to Benny's. Okay, we're at Benny's. We're going to go to stock. You can buy the Principal Diablos. Alright, it's like a bike you can make into a super bike. I mean, I wouldn't buy it, but I'm sure Jordan would love it.
Hold on,
You
I'm
know?
gonna unplug the mic from my ear so I can hear it as it goes on here and I can respond to it.
That's a good idea.
That bike
So-
is tight.
This is the Principal Diablos. And
Diablos.
next we have
Dope.
the Ennis Iglagi
Oh god.
RH8. Okay, this is the free car, right? This car is free. But apparently, if you buy this car and you take it to
Big
Benny's
Wicked, Dean.
and you ask them to take it and customize it, they will destroy it and give you a brand new car because that doesn't look anything like it.
Jordan.
It looks nothing like it. It's a totally different car. Oh, thank you for buying this car, sir. We're going to trade it in and give you an older one. I don't see it. I mean, everything is different about it, but fair enough. Next, we're going to go to the things that are unreasonable. And by unreasonable, I mean you can't afford it. We're going to go to the ramp buggy, which is $3.1 million. Take a gander at it. Feast your eyes on the atrocity before you. The ramp buggy,
I wouldn't say that I can't afford it.
$3.1 million for this. So you can ramp cars off of your front end. That sounds like fun for $3.1 million.
cost? 3 point. Oh no.
Next,
Absolutely
we're going to
not.
go to the Phantom Wedge. Okay? It
Absolutely
looks
not.
absolutely
That's
incredible. I can only imagine the damage and terror that you can cause with this. ISIS has made 20 orders of this truck so far. However, $2.5 million. That is quite expensive. Okay?
Meanwhile, you're hauling your load on the back.
That is that is very expensive. I don't know how it drives. I don't know how slow it is. And to be quite honest, I don't know what kind of damage it will do. It looks like it's going to cause quite a bit of damage, but I don't know. $2.5 million is an expensive gamble. Next, we have the Technical Aqua. Now, the Technical Aqua is the same technical truck as before. The only difference is it can also float. $1.4 million, that's not terrible. That's not a terrible price. But it still is expensive. It does turn into a boat. So this one, it might be worth it. I'm not condemning this one. Next, we're going to go to one that is absolutely inconceivable to me. $1.7 million for an ATV that can float. $1.7 million for an ATV that can float. Are you kidding me? 1.7 million? Almost 1.8 million? That's crazy.
Alright, back. Dean is still bitching.
Next, we're going to go to the one that looks like it just came out of a warehouse in Syria. The Armored Boxville. And this can cause all kinds of friends rolling through the streets of downtown Detroit. You and your friends can jump inside of it. And you can get in your guns and you can get in the truck. I mean, it looks like hell, but I'm sure it causes hell. $2.9 million. $3 million. It might be worth it. It looks very interesting. It has a plow on the front for your mom. It has a gun on top for your dad. And it has a back room for your sister. Okay? $2.9 million. Next, we're going to go to the Wastelander. And the Wastelander is a truck that can pull other vehicles onto its bed. This might be worth it. I'm not saying it isn't. $600,058. That's not bad. That's not bad. But it's still a tow truck. You're going to pay $658,000 for a tow truck.
I don't know about that.
If you want to do it, you can if you want. And Jordan, I'm not ignoring you. I'm trying to get through. I am trying to get through all of this stuff for you, buddy. So when you come on tonight, you have no questions. Tow truck for $658,000. Next, just look at the price, read it and weep. The Ruiner 2000. Look at the price. That's all. I'm not going to say the price. All you got to do is look at it yourself. Jordan, if you can't see,
It's trash. That is terrible.
$5.7 million. Evidently it flies, evidently it jumps, evidently it has power boosts, it has rockets, it has machine guns.
Stop saying evidently.
It
does have
has
all those things.
a parachute, but I don't have it, so I couldn't tell you. I can't confirm that for you, Brian. Evidently it does, evidently.
It says it does, it does it.
I thought they would make it
Evidently,
look
Brian.
better than that. That kinda pisses
Brian,
me off.
evidently it does, evidently. $5.7 million.
Done.
No swearing on my channel. Kids are
Very
watching. Next, we're going to go to the Rocket Voltic. This is an electric vehicle that has a rocket strapped to the back of it. $3.8 million.
Shut your
It seems
mouth.
interesting. Evidently,
Shut up, bitch. Dean.
this car can absolutely fly. I don't know how fast it goes. It doesn't tell me how fast it goes. You're going to have to buy it yourself and test it out. But I guarantee you, you're going to run out of gas after 10 feet. The Rocket Voltic. Look at all the buttons, Jordan. This is my kind of car. You see all the buttons on the dashboard? Just like my BMW. Now we're going to go. Where are we going to go next? I'm going to see the prices. Let's see if we can buy anything on Dynasty here. No, nothing new on there. Alright, the only thing left to do is to drive to my warehouse and see what the differences are. So we're gonna jack this guy in his BMW. This chick, I mean. And we're gonna drive there. This is how I drive. I drive with the hood, if any of you asked. It might be why I crash into everything that I see. I will say that having this broadcast is definitely slowing down my frame rates. There is no question about that. My in-game performance has slowed down. It's like I'm playing on the 360 again. Oh my god. That's alright, I'm doing it for you, the viewers. Oh, this button. Oh my god.
People. Brian, have you been... Oh. Beans.
I think Brian said he was stepping away for a little bit.
What?
Oh Jesus, that was close.
Have you already downloaded the Battlefield update, or are you downloading it now?
I have not downloaded the Battlefield update yet. I am driving to my apartment to see what the differences are.
Listen here, bitch, you need to download that update.
Oh, I'll download it.
Is your update downloaded, Corey?
Download it right now.
Alright, I'm walking up to my office stairs. Hello, Nick. We are doing a live broadcast on YouTube right now.
2K, nigga.
No swearing on my channel.
Swear as much as you want, Nick.
Including
Sure.
every other word or every word.
Alright. I'm gonna sound like a little
Yeah.
bitch, but if you guys are gonna play 2K, you gotta go in your own party, because I'm in the middle of a live stream.
Dean, do you have anybody watching it besides Jordan and me?
I have 7 people watching right now, so I would like it if you guys went
Alright,
into
we're gonna
your
keep
own
it quiet.
party. Thank you. Alright guys, so I'm trying to access the computer here. Nick, they have added so many things.
They're laughing at you.
Okay. You online? The homepage.
Oh, well, if you watched my
my
live
point guard
stream, I've gone through it twice. I'm not going to go through it again, but they've added a lot of cool stuff. Jordan says that you are a bitch on my
You are,
live
Dean.
stream. No. He says Nick is a bitch too. Brian, fuck you. Fuck you, Brian. You little bitch.
Dean, what happened to no swearing?
Oh, I forgot. I'm sorry. Vehicle cargo is the newest one. Alright, you see, this is the
Dean's
vehicle
nickname is
warehouse
Dr.
map.
Code.
So you can still get special cargo. Alright, it's just like it was before, but now you can cargo. Unfortunately, you have to buy new warehouses. This warehouse is 2.7 million. This is 2.1, 2.3, 2.6, 1.5, 2.8, 1.6, 1.9, 2.4. So unfortunately, I cannot afford a single warehouse. I can't afford anything in this game. This is going to be fun for somebody else. I can't do this.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean?
Brian Dean lied to you. He
Yeah,
had
we
0
are.
viewers.
I'm down to 2
what?
viewers
On
now.
PlayStation, we're definitely friends.
I was up to 7, Corey. Alright. The interesting thing is, I do not
I know when you
know
load into the park.
how to access my garage. Is it this? No. Maybe I have to talk to this guy. No. Go to dynasty.com and purchase the accommodation expansion. Oh fuck, how expensive is this gonna be? Boy, Brian, you were really helpful. I'm trying to do a live stream. Oh my good God.
What?
No problem, Brian.
Well, you might not have the right badges.
So I'm
If
going
you bring
to
up the
Dynasty
store or
8.
whatever, I think you go to. There should be a tab.
I cannot do. The party did not know that I was in the middle of a live stream, and I do not want to hear anything about another video game as I'm live streaming. I'm sure they can understand that. I'm pretty sure that they're calling me a little bitch right now. But that's not important because I'm trying to show people the new GTA update, and I don't want any talk about 2K. Corey, do you agree with me on that? I specifically said, please don't talk about 2K. I'm in the middle of a live stream, and they were talking about 2K. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I like them. I love Brian and Nick, but I don't want to hear anything about 2K while I'm trying to do this. And I'm trying to figure out. So I'm going to go to Dynasty 8. I'm going to enter the site. I'm not exactly sure how I do this. Oh, I have to renovate. So evidently adding the garage for my office building is $1.1 million.
Oh, yeah?
So I have to spend $1.1 million on the garage update. I have to buy a warehouse that's about $2.1 million. And then I have to buy all of those cars, which are $3 to $6 million themselves. I have $1 million right now. I'm sunk. There's nothing I can do, Corey. I literally can't buy a single thing in this game. Now,
Yeah,
I had no idea this update was coming out last night. I thought we had until the end of December. Otherwise, I would have been playing GTA the past week. I took a week off of GTA. Jordan, you can be in agreement with this. We should have been playing GTA. I don't know how much money you have. I'm sure Jordan can afford it. I know that Casey, the little squirrel that he is, stored up like $7 million. So Casey's good to go. He has all the money he needs. I bet Jordan probably has around $3 million. That would be my guess. $3 to $4 million. Steve French, you can suck my ass, okay? Yeah, I thought we had more time as well, Jordan. I thought it was at the end of December. Well, just kidding. It was December 12th, or the morning of December 13th. So I'm sunk. There's really nothing more I can do on this live stream. Literally, there's nothing I can do. Jordan has $3 million, so you're good to go. You can afford a couple of things. You can afford the garage, and you can afford a warehouse. But I cannot afford anything. So I am going to end this live stream, as there is literally nothing that I can do. And all I'm going to do is run around my office and wish I had more money. And I'm going to talk with Corey about my sexual infidelities. And that's going to end the rest of our evening. So Jordan, when you get on tonight, we can play a little bit more. I don't know what Nick's going to do. He's probably going to be playing 2K with Brian. So good night, everybody. This is the live stream of the day. Everything's expensive and I can't afford it. That's what we learned today. Just like real life, right? GTA has turned into real life. Everything is expensive that I can't afford. So I'm going to head off for the night. From the East Coast of the United States, this is Dean Bossy. Have a good night.
The boss